seen them run over there. Sort of eggy, but it's not exactly egg.
Yeah.
Oh, why that's why that guy's like that.
Wow, you don't want to fall into that, would you? Should we go up to this thing? Oh god, this is so nice. Wow. Yeah. That's a hotel then.
Oh, is it?
It's hot. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's like a bath. Cool. Yeah. Ooh.
Right, that's lovely.